Okay, so in terms of your feedback, obviously I like the idea. You got this sense, okay, so you got this character in a mundane place, right? And not much happens.
Yeah.
So, why should someone who maybe lives in an urban area or a big city, why would they find connection to this show that's essentially based in a village and in Scotland, if you live in like Wales or England or what have you?
Yeah, I knew that would be quite. It's because it's a very drastic setting compared to obviously the city life. But that's why I wanted to use the character, obviously Jack Balfour, to be the main character. I wanted him to be able to relate to. I wanted people to be able to relate to him a lot more and his struggles as a young adult in his job. And obviously the first few episodes, I wanted to really give a good out view on the whole place, sort of showing you what it's like, the sort of life that they live there, so that after at least the first episode, maybe the second episode, if you're really, not sure about the whole setting, hopefully by then you would have learned how they live there, what they do, what they go out, how they sound, and be able to relate to the character mostly as you grow and sort of, get attached to him.
Okay, so your show doesn't seem to have many female characters at all, from what you've said. So obviously that would be a bit of an issue. So are there women in your show? Are they relevant rather than just victims? And who are they?
Yeah, I definitely will be involving females. I was thinking of when they get onto the field, when he gets the backup. A lot of the police officers will be females as well, obviously to keep that diversity. And later on in the season, I obviously want to sort of introduce maybe a love interest for Jack that may either get kidnapped, anything could happen to him, but obviously I want him to be able to get an attachment, maybe a love interest, or even a mother. Obviously he's got a mother, and because the character is so important, I want to be able to expand on him as a character and really get into who he is, so that the audience can really relate to what he's doing and what he's going through, even with personal problems or family problems as well.
Okay. So obviously there's going to be violence in the show, obviously because there's a serial killer involved. So what time would this be on?
I'm looking to air it at maybe 9 o'clock. I reckon that'd be a good time, where it's a bit later for the younger sort of kids, but it's not too late for some adults to be watching a show. Maybe even 8 o'clock, because then it gives them more time after they've finished watching, because it will be about 40 minutes to an hour long. So around that sort of time, 8, 9 o'clock, so no kids can catch it just in case.
Okay. In terms of his visual style of things, what would make this feel more British than, say, an American production?
So to go with the sort of gritty feel of the show, how it's quite a mundane place, wanted to use camera shots that are unique, but quite gritty looking, or quite slow moving to show intensity, or basically I don't want it to be super lovely, clean, crisp quality. I want it to sort of have a gritty view, so that it sort of relates with the setting that that's all based in.
Okay. Now obviously you've got Daniel Radcliffe and David Tennant as your main actors. Obviously Harry Potter, Doctor Who and Jessica Jones and what have you, right? So obviously and Good Omens at the moment. Both very big actors. Obviously they would do TV because they do TV now, or at least certainly David Tennant does. Yeah. Are they too known for other roles, namely Harry Potter, Doctor Who? Why not go for uncast, sort of unknowns? Why go for stars that are known?
Well, I thought obviously stars that are known are quite important, especially with Doctor Who and David Tennant, related with the BBC, where I want him to be producing this show. I feel like he'll be able to take on the role really well, as he's Scottish himself and has quite a Scottish look. I kind of came into my head first, I thought he would be perfect. And obviously he'll bring in good target audience, he'll bring in more of his fans to watch it. And also I feel like them two together, David Tennant and Daniel Radcliffe, would work really well in that setting together. So that's why I went for them specifically, because it's good for my target audience. And I do know that David Tennant has been known for doing crime sort of film, like TV dramas as well and that sort of stuff. So I feel like he'd be able to play the role perfect, and then also help Daniel and help each other to show what I want to.
Okay.
Want them to show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.